Hey guys, this is Agent Mindstorm, and as you may know, TU25, aka the big update, came earlier today. This is Wednesday, July 1st, 2015, if you're watching this in the future, which you probably are. And in this video, I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to do custom Superflat worlds, which is something that was added in TU25. So, I'm actually at the start screen. You're gonna hit play game, and then there's this new interface. Instead of the classic two boxes where one of them is join and one of them is load, now it's load, create, or join. The shoulder buttons switch between tabs, and number 1 has all of your worlds. Number 2 has the create, and this is what we're gonna be focusing on today. Number 3 would have other friends worlds if you had friends online. So on create, you're gonna want to select create new world, and you can name it. I'm going to name this one test, and I'm going to put the game mode as creative so I can show you some stuff, and I'll leave the difficulty. Now, this stuff doesn't matter, but here's where it does matter. You're going to want to check Superflat worlds on, and then customize Superflat. This is what it'll pop up with, another 3-tab menu, and it'll say layers, biomes, and properties. So, if you want to make your own, you can get Superflat presets by pressing Y. Then you can choose one of these, and I'm going to show you an example of one preset, which is Snowy Kingdom. And see, it shows 1 layer of snow, 1 layer of grass blocks, 3 layers of dirt, 59 layers of stone, and 1 bedrock. You cannot remove the bedrock, so they have not added a void, I'm sorry. And see, then on the right, it'll say what biome it is, and then the layers. And now, if you press Create New World, it'll start generating your world. And this is where the game gets a little bit better, because it has to actually make a custom seed for your world, too. If you've made a custom world, though. So, see, this is the seed. Oh, and by the way, I'm the free Minecon skin pack. Minecon 2015 skin pack, and I'm Alex with the 2013 cape, if you're wondering who I am. And this is the Snowy Kingdom Superflat preset. See, it's grass, snow, and all this stone. Then at the bottom, there's unbreakable bedrock. This is a preset. Presets are pre-made Superflat worlds that are cool configurations. And now I'm going to show you how you can make your very own Superflat, not a pre-made version. So you're going to want to do all of your stuff. I'm going to name this test again, test 2. So test 2, game mode creative, and difficulty normal. I'm going to leave all this. You can also check host privileges with a bunch of new options. I'm going to make this a classic world. And for now, you want to check, just like before, Superflat, then customize, and you'll have your last preset that you used. And so if you want to customize it, it's actually easiest if you do presets and then classic flat, and then what you want to do. So you'll have the classic flat, and of course you can change a preset if you want, but for this example I'm just using classic flat. You can change what biome it is. You can choose any biome in the game, including the nether or the end, which is actually really interesting because, and I'm going to show you the end. This is probably the coolest one. And then you can change individual layers. When you press it, it'll give you this option. If you're on 360, it'll pull up one of the 360 menus. But on Xbox One, it pulls up this. So edit, add, or delete. I'm going to delete the first layer. It removes it. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then I can edit this dirt. And now I can choose any block from this menu to replace the 2 layers of dirt. This also counts as a block, if you're wondering. It counts as the air block, even though that's not really a block in the game, not even through editing. So I'm going to turn those 2 into sponges, just because I think. And then you can change how many layers you want of it. So I'm going to make it 15 layers of sponges. Then you're going to want to press OK, and then it should change to whatever block you have. And for the last one, there's add layer, which you can choose a new layer, and I'm going to make it, let's see here, what should I do? Let's make the last layer crafting tables, because I have no idea why not to. Okay, sorry for the little cut, but it's going to be an end biome, So Enderman will spawn. It'll have 15 layers of sponge and then a layer of crafting tables. And this is where you can truly customize Superflat. You can choose if you want villages, but your biome has to be one that can produce villages, so it has to be desert or plains. You can't have villages unless it's one of those. And then you can choose how big you want the villages to be, but I'm gonna uncheck them because the end doesn't have villages, and I can't. And it can't have any of these things. You can also check strongholds, and you can change it to 3, and then this is how far apart they can be. You can really customize it. And then you can change the chance in every 16 by 16 area. In every chunk, there can be a 1% chance, and there's a lot of chunks in the world. Then, of course, there's just the last options here. Dungeons, decorations, lakes or lava lakes. And also there's biome specifics, which is like jungle temples and desert temples and stuff. I'm going to check decorations, just so you know. You will see why with the end biome, you will want to turn on decorations. And after this, I'm going to show you probably the funniest preset. Once it'll generate our end biome, I'm also going to turn it to night using the new awesome host settings. Look at that. Do you see that? Do you see that? This is the Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon in a Minecraft world. And look at how high this thing is. If you have this on a different preset, this will be way in the ground. This is truly the Ender Dragon in the Overworld. This is actually really cool because this is the only way you can ever get the Ender Dragon in the Overworld. So for an adventure map or something. And also, Enderman will spawn here. As you can see, the ground is made of crafting tables. So I can use... Oh, I have classic crafting equipped, which I might show in a later video. And then there should be 15 layers of sponges you can count. I'm not counting. But yeah, there's sponges, crafting tables, and an Ender Dragon, because that counts as a decoration. Even though the Ender Dragon's not a very big decoration, it's more of like a danger. And also, if you can kill the Ender Dragon in the Overworld, first of all, I'll be amazed. And second, this will have an Ender Egg on it, and this will turn into end portals, and these will teleport you to the end, so you can have your second Ender Dragon boss fight. Just so you know, if you make this happen really high, a few of the crystals will strangely be floating, and there won't be any cages. But yeah, that's end preset. I'm just gonna show you one last really cool thing that you can do, and then I'm gonna end the video, hoping that you know how to make custom Superflats. Sometimes Xbox One takes a long time to load. I noticed in this update they fixed it so that the loading screen cannot get stuck, because it has gotten stuck for me in the past with trying to load worlds. And is it stuck? I don't think it's stuck. Just a second. I'm gonna cut and until it's unstuck. Okay, the second that I made that cut, it finished loading, so didn't have to wait long, didn't even have to quit out of Minecraft. So I have test 2, and finally create new world. I think you know what it is by now, but I mean how to do it by now, but I'm going to show you a preset you might not have expected to be able to do. More options, Superflat, customize Superflat, and it's got this. I'm going to use the preset for classic flat to set it back to normal. And then what you want to do for this preset, which is actually a really funny one, is... Oh, something else I forgot to show. You can move layers around. You can't move bedrock, though. You can move the dirt like this if you had a layer and you don't want to redo it. So you can move it around. That's good. So you're going to want to delete your grass. Click on your dirt, edit it. And you'll want to change your dirt into TNT, which can be found at the very bottom. And then change the layer to 50 TNT. This bar is a little finicky sometimes because it has to go from an inventory to a bar. It's really finicky. Then you'll want to do 100 TNT. Just so you know, the highest Superflats can go is 126, at least on Xbox. On computer, for some reason, it has the old height limit. Don't ask me why they have an old height limit. So now it's 100 layers of TNT and 1 layer of bedrock. You can also add lava to that if you want, but you don't have to. So now I'm gonna press B. Actually, no, I want to change the biome also to the Mushroom Island. You can change it to whatever biome. Make sure you uncheck villages, and you can create your new world. Actually, if you leave it in plains, it would probably be funny if you got a village and you blew it up. Also, witch huts will generate in swamps, which is pretty cool. And you'll get floating abandoned mine shafts. Oh, I still have the Ender Dragon bar for some reason. And here we go. TNT as far as the eye can see. Of course, you may not want to do this, but you definitely can. Make sure TNT is on, and lights. This is where it gets a bit crazy. And this will lag the game if you're on 360, just a warning. On Xbox One, it seems to be handling it quite fine. Luckily, 4J has put a limit to how much TNT you can have in the world activated at once. But you will almost instantly get this huge crater. And then I'm gonna get some night vision. Also, did you know they nerfed potions? That you cannot throw them very far. Anyways, let's get some night vision. Look at how far. It's creating a TNT cave, pretty much. This is really cool, and yeah. I'm still Steve. I'm still Alex. This is not Steve. So I'm just gonna get the view of my Minecon cape. So thanks for watching, and I will see you later.